Blowing them 3 5s, I'm missing all my amigos on this Cinco RIP 5. Even when I'm hurt, I tell myself that I'm gonna be fine.
Yo, what's going on, my YouTube garden gang, fellow gromies? It's your boy Rello, back with another installment, Rello Mellow Garden. This is going to be season 3, episode 5 of our little 2x4 grow here. This is our more simple 2x4 grow. We've also got a spider farmer tent that uses a lot of smart equipment connected to their GGS system. Here we've just got 3 100-watt lights, a cheap inline 4-inch fan to exhaust things, 3 little clip-on fans that you'll see throughout this little overview of the tent. And that's pretty much all we got going on in here. We've got 3 plants, 3-gallon pots. In this episode, you're going to see some LST via garden stakes. Plus, we'll get the trellis net on. We're pretty much getting them ready to flip into flower. They're only going to be in veg a couple more days after this video is uploaded. Then they'll be in flower. Another thing, before we get into this grow, I want to shout out my boy Farmer Jones. I meant to send y'all over there before he harvested his 3x3 tent, but he just got a good-ass harvest out of that tent. Real nice growing, real nice plants. He's got a 4x4 that's in veg right now. And yeah, y'all can go over there and see some plants growing the right way. Y'all know I like to jank stuff up over here. But yeah, shout out to my man Farmer Jones. Think he's about 23 subs away from 1,000. So let's see if we can get him up to 1,000 subscribers. Like I said, go tap in with him. He'll be linked in this video, tagged in it. So you can just head over, say Rello sent you. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and hop on into this video. Yo, what is going on, my YouTube garden gang? It's your boy Rello. Another installment here, Rello Mellow Garden. We are back with our kind of basic 2x4 setup here. Of course, y'all can see the big spider farmer tent right here. All that smart equipment in it. For the most part, separate things. We will be using that soil sensor as much as we can out of that spider farmer tent, which is what we about to just go ahead and crack right into. That black little watering can there, pH to about a 6.4. Again, I don't think we got to get it too exact. This soil should all be sitting around a 6.5. It'll buffer and it'll all be good. You can see our environmental parameters. Pretty good. It was at 65 earlier, but I had opened the tent. And I'm thinking we might go ahead and start some additional training in here today before we even get to the trellis net, assuming we use it, which we probably will. Also, today is day 35 of veg. Top these each one time on day 22. We did a tiny bit of LST. Just bending down the main stalks, which you can see have pretty much stood back up. Kind of see a little bit of curve in them. This one stood up a lot more aggressive. You can also see that little random top shooting outside of this branch here. This is just a leaf. So I don't know what's up with that, but we definitely will take it. Pretty cool. Anyways, I kind of want to start some training because I don't want to keep, we are going to continue to defoliate, but I feel like I've been taking a lot of leaves off. This probably has to go at this point. I don't think we might be able to LST this out the way, but I think we're probably gonna get rid of this leaf anyways, even though we could just move it out the way. I probably should be getting rid of these huge leaves back here, but I kind of like to keep them as long as I can, just because they really look cool to me. Nice big dark green healthy leaves showing us that the plants for the most part are in pretty good health. But yeah, since the leaves are going to keep growing out, it's veg. So even if with constant defoliation, they'll keep growing back. I kind of just want to spread the plant out a bit or the plants out a bit. That way, all these little additional node sites, which I can see are now really starting to grow out, especially if we come to this one, you can see those two off of this branch. So if we keep the branches out of each other's way, it'll help them continue to add on additional branches and bush out. And boom, we back. Y'all know my little training style. Stake them down, what I can at least. These and got a little over the pot, so we'll just let them do their thing. Let these other ones get LST, spread the width of the pot, all that. I don't think we're gonna aggressively LST, like constantly coming in and tucking them down. If they give us a just a good enough curve up here, they should be wide enough for my happiness. And then we'll just be letting them grow up until flower, or at least till the trellis net gets on, then flip to flower. But I'll take this as our donor. This is the only one I've poked these holes in just yet. Get an idea of what's going on. They're all drinking up water at about the same rate. Yo, what's going on, y'all? We back down here getting this water pH'd. Looks like it's good here, 629, 630. All four here. The little basic setup with our two trap queen crossed with grease monkey and our skunch. See the more expensive setup over there. Single 200 watt light. This has 3 100 watt lights. And y'all can see things are looking pretty good. It's been 2 days since we started the LSTing. It's been about 2 weeks now. 2 weeks and a day since we topped them. And yeah, told y'all it'd take about 2 weeks to really see the results of topping. Keeping our environmental factors in line. 81 high for the humidity is a little wild, but not hurting nothing. Yeah, we should definitely be on track to go ahead and get these flipped between day 45 and 50, as is my plan. So you can see with this smaller space, it's not too hard to get it filled up. And we're about to have plenty of branches to play with. Only thing I might be a little concerned with is having the canopy fully even. Might get a little janky there, but that is what it is. And we can no longer justify keeping this leaf over here. It keeps coming and covering up bud sites, so go ahead and pinch her off. And starting to necrose anyways. Looks like we honestly might need to pinch this leaf off too. There we go. That's 2 off. Now you can see that little bud site down there a lot better. Probably need to get rid of that one right here. The fact that we keep having the desire to defoliate is a good thing. It tells us that the good rapid vegetative growth is going well. I wish these auxiliaries on this skunch over here would kind of start coming out of there a bit more. I guess they got some work to do on this one as well. They are doing great on this plant here. They all kind of getting the same treatment, so I'm guessing that's just sort of a genetic factor. Anyways, we'll go ahead and lift this out of here. It don't feel that heavy. If y'all don't know, haven't seen the other series, maybe you're new to the channel, that little Spider Farmer soil sensor came with that VPD sensor, this little adapter for a fan and light, plus my little power strip, which fell down. Basically, this doubles as a smart controller. Spider Farmer app is how you utilize it. And yeah, we can definitely see that they are ready for a watering. Usually I want to keep this in the 40s. I don't want it to drop below 40, so when it hits 40% water content, time to water again. I don't know how we let it get to 17. Things is drinking quick now. That pH should just sit there stable. Bring her on back. One thing also to note, what are we? Like I said, day 37 into this grow. We have not fed them anything other than a couple Epsom salt foliar sprays for magnesium. Other than that, it's just what we amended into those 3 gallons of soil for each pot, which is simply a half dose of this Espoma Biotone and a half dose of this Tomato Tone, plus some worm castings. This is Wiggle Worm brand. That is some pretty good stuff. And we kind of keep the top of the soil fairly moist. But that's just our little checkup here on day 37. Not really much we need to do. I could make an argument to come in here and defoliate some more leaves maybe, but I don't know. I don't want to pick no leaves off of them right now. We did take a couple off this one. We're just gonna let them keep doing their thing for now. Ever since we've got our climate stuff proper, they have been growing pretty good. Yeah, go ahead and check out for now. Yo, what's going on, my YouTube garden gang? We back down here on day 41 of the grow for our little 2x4 right here. Go ahead and crack her open. I am thinking that they're gonna get a little short veg time, and we're probably gonna flip them into flower in just a few days here, actually. I don't think they're thirsty for any water. I watered them yesterday, but we will go ahead and check this pH. Alrighty, and there the girls are. As y'all can see, we went ahead and threw a trellis net on here. Don't mind the little bit of jankiness in this section. And also, it looks like our Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey #1 over there and our Skunch right here have really caught up now in this little late stage of veg. In fact, it looks like they've really surpassed our early favorite, which was this Trap Queen #2 right here. I don't really know what's going on with her. Maybe she just ready to go into flower. These 2 branches over here, I've noticed some funkiness going on. No clue what this is all about on her at all. And not really gonna take the time to do too much investigating either. None of the other branches on her are doing that. But yeah, it definitely do seem like she done slowed down a bit. Overall, still looks healthy. But you can see how much these other 2 have really caught up. Passed her up. But yeah, don't think it's too much that we're doing today. Simply gonna keep trying to move some branches through this net. And yeah, we're gonna flip these into flower in just a few days and see how well we can fill the tent and how well we maintain. The plants are a little shorter than I would like. I think we maybe could have loaded some more nutrients in when we first filled up these pots. I did hit them with a little synthetic thing, so this is no longer going to be a full organic grow. I think they call that a synganic grow. And just to give them a quicker dose of nutrients. Did that yesterday, so should see the more effects of it throughout today and tomorrow. And yeah, other than that, all we got is some tucking to do and flipping them to flower, which will do more tucking and letting them grow. I think eventually I'm going to want to take those little black crates off that I'm using to boost, and they'll just sit on the bottom blue ones there. Probably have to be a little bit careful about that. Should be easier to do once more of the branches have fully stretched themselves up through the net. So got a little while before we'll take them off. And yeah, we'll take these little additional pots that we throw in here to keep the humidity up out, because they can start falling into the 55s and 50s. And I think I probably could have turned these lights up by now, so I'm going to turn them all up to 75. And there we go. And I think that's actually going to go ahead and call it for this video. As y'all know, if you found it entertaining at all or helpful, do leave us a little like, subscribe to see how they flower out. We're going to flip them to flower sometime next week. They won't get a full week of veg next week. And yeah, stay tuned for everything else we got in the garden coming up. We've still got our seeds from Legacy Leaf here. Haven't popped them just yet. Coming up with a game plan that I want to follow, plus thinking about the timing of it. But yeah, these will be the next things we run. We're gonna run this C40 right here, and I think we might run either this here Baba Jenkins or the Rocky Boris alongside of. But yeah, we got another installment here with your boy Rello Mellow Garden, and we're gonna go ahead and head out. Of course, if you made it this far in the video, shout out to you. Final little look there, and yeah, we up out of here.